Mom gets caught for selling her baby for $500. Y'all hear how crazy that sound, man?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's go ahead and get into this video, gang.
She said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves.
What? No. I would never sell my child.
And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard.
Whoa.
My child is my
God.
life. I never, ever hurt my baby.
And I'm like,
And then be the ones just like that, acting like that, be the main ones, hurting their children, or trying to sell them like she, like, allegedly
What?
supposed to be doing.
She don't even sound believable.
No,
I would never
you
hear
can
that. It's
look
how the way she said it.
You can read people.
My child is my life. I never, ever hurt my baby.
and I'm like, is she crazy?
In March 2024, a woman walks into a police station with an 18-month-old girl and a shocking claim. The child's mother tried to sell her own baby, and when that didn't work, abandoned her entirely. But what sounds like an open and shut case takes a twisted turn when the mother accuses the woman of orchestrating a plot to steal her baby. The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the afternoon of March 5th, 2024, a woman comes into the Palatka, Florida Police Department with an 18-month-old baby on her shoulder and an extraordinary story.
Gonna bring her some clothes and diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her, because she's. Okay. Don't cry, sweetie. Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come over there and I'll come sit with you.
That's
I'll
sad.
come sit with you. I called DCF to John, and he is on. He's gonna be calling me back.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a
you.
mom first.
I understand.
The woman is an employee at H&R Block, and she says she was getting ready to close last night when a client named Jessica came in with her baby daughter.
Both of them had no children. Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card because her taxes had dropped, and she left it somewhere or something happened. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like her, it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, you know, kids get irritated or whatever. And she was like, she's not gonna do that because I only have one diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her. And it went, and you know how the sticky side of the diaper, it wouldn't stick no more. So she like, hit her. And was like, you just stupid, you shouldn't be there. And I was like, what? So I called the police.
She says she waited until police arrived and then went home for the night, unaware that her involvement with this woman was far from over.
This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it was drizzling. She was sleeping and the baby was in there hollering. Well, I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call these people so they can help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and dumped her in the bottom part.
Oh,
The woman says that Jessica left at that point. Not long after, someone at a nearby restaurant calls the police to complain about a woman and her baby walking around asking for food. The responding officer finds Jessica inside, annoyed that someone reported her.
Because they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
Fine, I'm trying to find emergency
Oh
housing.
man, you need help.
Look how she
So
sounds.
what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat the out of me and I don't want it around my kid. If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's gonna bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here.
You know, just because the baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble.
No.
I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Is that rescue for my child?
No, they're going to the home.
The victim's advocate arrives with her assistants, but Jessica is wary of their motives.
Really, y'all making me feel free.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had come.
No, y'all really making me feel free, and I got 4 y'all.
We have a bunch of enough for you and the baby.
Jessica settles enough to accept the help these women have brought for her, but she doesn't let her guard down entirely.
It's just right now, I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all are probably trying to take her away from her.
I'm not taking her away from mommy.
But Jessica does wind up separated from her daughter, and according to the woman at the police station, it happened later that day.
She came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like you have to leave now. She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then she went, took her in the bathroom. When she left out there, I called the police. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it. And then hurry up and grabbed it. And I'm like, is she crazy?
She says that although she gave the officer details about Jessica's behavior, she was told that it would come down to her word against the mother's, but it wouldn't be long before Jessica would return yet again. And this time, she would come with a shocking offer.
She came back. I see her walking back towards our job. And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked two of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have it.
Man,
She said,
chunky
have her.
boy.
And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the road. And I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said, I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me.
The woman's account nearly defies belief, but when the police speak to
That'd be the thing. I hope they don't give that child back to her because you know they always do that.
Right. I really do hope they don't give her
They
back
can
to her.
see the children be in harm's way and being neglected, and they still give them back to the mother. Crazy.
It's just too much for me.
The woman's account nearly defies belief, but when the police speak to Jessica a couple of days later, they hear a story that could turn the entire case upside down.
I went to file my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She knew I just got out of an abusive marriage, and I'm trying to get back on my feet.
And this was Monday or Tuesday?
No, she's only been gone for 2 days. Only 2 days.
Okay. Well, today is Thursday, so
Okay,
I would
so-
have make it, what, Tuesday? Tuesday night, you tell me like approximately what time? 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Jessica says that although she was reluctant at first, she ultimately agreed to hand her daughter over for the night.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block. So I sent a text message, and I said, if you not produce my child, I'm going to call the police.
What's this worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal, but she's a black girl with a pink hair.
Jessica paints herself as a caring mother who was tricked into giving up her baby, which is a far cry from the story police heard at the station.
I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard. And I said, okay. And I got the baby. I was crying. I walked across the streets and I tried to wake her up. And I put her in my car and I told her she is going to be okay. This should not go on with a child.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanni?
What?
I'm just.
No.
Yeah, she's
No.
Trying to act
I would
like,
never sell my child.
come on.
No.
Terrible act. Terrible.
I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life.
Not only is Jessica's story completely different, she tells the detectives that she knows exactly what's going on here.
To be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship. She has wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family. I believe she sent Crystal to do that on purpose because she laughed yesterday in my face and told me I was going to be in jail. So they said this sounds petty, but it's true.
I mean, what would be the reason that they would do that?
Same reason she wasn't. She's spiteful.
At the police station, the woman does express an interest in keeping the child, though it doesn't seem to come from a place of malice.
So would DC have let me take her home?
Probably not, but
I just don't want her to have to go, to the clinic.
I'm going to be honest with you, there might be a way. He might have to come out and look at your house, or they might. So we'll figure something out.
But as far as Jessica's concerned, there's no reason why her daughter can't be with her.
You know I don't deserve to be in jail for this. I never, ever hurt my baby.
Who knew that?
If you see her here, she here. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last time.
You can see it good now. It's swole all right here. The bruise. She got dirt all in her nose.
I'm an RN. I can't lose my
What?
child or my license.
Jessica was a licensed practical nurse, but
Oh,
her
she was?
license was put on probationary status a year prior when she failed to notify the Board of Nursing that she pled no contest to a disorderly conduct charge. But the detectives are only concerned about Jessica's current story, which seems to have a couple of significant problems.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block.
Jessica's stated timeline would put this at approximately 8 p.m. However, the detectives know that she was banned from H&R Block at 11:30 in the morning.
She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight.
I would have make it, what, Tuesday night?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Jessica says that Crystal took custody of the baby on Tuesday night, which would have been impossible given that the baby was sitting in the police department on Tuesday afternoon.
And what's the murder that you're going to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal.
But there's no one at H&R Block by the name of Crystal. The woman who brought her
She's
baby to the
lying.
police station is named Anita, and she says that she only knows Jessica as a client.
Are y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
I'm saying, but like,
I mean, you are under arrest.
In February 2025, Jessica Woods pled no contest to her charges and was convicted of 6 crimes against her child, including unlawful desertion and illegally placing a child for adoption. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison and 10 years of probation. According to the Palatka Police Department, her daughter has been placed in foster care.
I hope with that lady.
Yeah, I hope with
Yeah, because that child don't deserve that at all, man.
that little girl didn't deserve that for real.
That lady is a terrible actress.
Right, top of, oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't stop my child. Look how she said it.
Yeah, they trying to blame it on
It's
him.
like, what happened to her life? It just went downhill because she was a licensed nurse. So what happened from there? Like, I guess she didn't. She failed. I guess do something with her license and like, well,
That was just crazy though, but just
Yeah.
imagine how much that goes on. Like as we speaking right now, there's going people selling their kids and
luckily it was the right person. Not saying selling her daughter to that lady, but luckily it was
trafficking and all that stuff.
the right person, because if she would have went up to somebody else that they mind, just on some evil stuff.
But it's meant for that lady to close at that time or whatever like that
Yeah,
and
and
to
be right there.
So. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts, how y'all feel about this down below. The mom gets caught selling her a baby for $500. Let us know y'all thoughts, man. Let's dive deep in this.
Right.
Man. So, other than that, man, like the video, share with your friends, subscribe if y'all haven't already, and we catch you next video.
Catch y'all next one.